Back here on the IBEW Local 702 postgame show, Scott Nagy joins us here. Postgame, his comments are brought to you by CMC Mitchell and Associates. Coach, I want to start with this game. Just over 4 minutes to go for your group. It's 80-62. Oklahoma State up by 18, and there really was no flinch from your guys and no flinch from you as well. I know, again, it does end in a loss for your group, but take us through just what you did like from the fight there in the final 4 minutes to get your group with a chance to apply some pressure on Oklahoma State.
And I told him that, I mean, obviously I wasn't pleased with what got us in that situation. One thing I said to him, like, if I see you cave, I will bury you. You will be so far on the bench. Like, we're not doing that. And then we just slowly, they kind of think the game's over, and we just keep chipping. And I look down the line here. We out-rebounded these dudes. We showed up there. I mean, it's the one stat that just kills us is the turnovers, and we know it. Like, we can talk about all we want. They do a great job. They're very handsy, ball goes on the floor. They go after it, and they're super athletic. And it's what beat us. Everything else here, I mean, we shoot over 50% from the floor. We out-rebound them. You just got to, 5 for 11 free throw line, got to do better than that, and we got to get to the free throw line more. It is obviously very difficult for us to play inside. We just, honestly, we probably had 4 or 5 guys that did not play very well. And how are we going to beat these guys when we have 4 or 5 guys that don't play well? I told him again, you know what? Do you think I played great every game? Do you think, like, there were games where I wasn't nervous? And, like, I've done it, okay? So I'm not but it bothers me because I don't want them because I know I wasted those games, and I don't want our guys wasting games, and that's why it bothers me. But, with really just about half our guys that are going to play that didn't really play well, and we're still in this fight. Yeah. So I saw some things I'm very encouraged by. Like, I think we're getting better. If we'll rebound like that and compete like that, we're going to be just fine. We just got to take care of the ball.
Coach, only 2 guys for Oklahoma State made more than half their shots. Newman had maybe a career game tonight, but especially on the perimeter, it looked like you guys were in really good position. You challenged shots. Only Newman on the perimeter is the only guy that made more than half his shots. Yeah. How did you feel about your overall defense in the half court?
Oh, I mean, in the half court it was great. Yeah. You look at halftime, they had 10 points on offense. I think they had 29 points on turnovers and offensive rebounds. And so that tells you our half-court defense was good. We get in front of them. I thought our transition defense was pretty good. I felt like there was a point there when it got out of control that we kind of gave in, called the timeout, pulled them back together. I mean, there's some things I'm seeing that I'm encouraged by. Like, I was very discouraged the last game, and we won. And I'm much more encouraged by this. But I'm not interested in being happy about what happened here. I want to be sick to our stomachs that we didn't have everybody show up like they could, and we win this basketball game because we should have won this game.
Their pressure was truly a factor. Dean was really a factor. And I felt like if there was a player of the game for them, it should have been him because he was really good all night long.
Yeah, they just take those 2 guards and wear Elijah out. We just don't have – let's face it, we don't have we're not deep at the point guard. Elijah's not a true point. We really don't have a point guard. It's hard to play without a real point guard, and he's the one guy that can beat the pressure. We had to go to Moo a little bit, let him do it because he wasn't nervous at all. And so that it's going to be we're just going to have to work our way through this season a little unconventionally for me, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We got guys that care, and I really like our kids. I really do. And the ones that didn't play well are sick about it, and it'll bother them for a while, and then they need to get over it, be ready to go.
Coach, I thought tonight, too, we talked about Oklahoma State's pressure. I thought I said a lot about them and really how good they are and how talented they are. The benefits of wanting to take care of the basketball is always an area you preach with your guys, of going up against a team like this with how much they bring heat, how that's going to help you moving forward.
It should. And we'll see. I mean, we've played some teams that aren't very good and have turned it over. So, but they're very athletic, very aggressive. I thought, our guys were on the floor tonight. I like to see that. there was one opportunity we had to get on the floor. We didn't. I was not very happy about that. But our guys played hard. And so as a coach, that's the number one thing you can ask. The other stuff we can clean up. But I think we have them, at least now, where we want them at that level.
Coach, we appreciate the time. Thank you.
Thanks.
Coach.
I would say Coach Scott Nagy join us here post-game. His comments brought to you by CMC Mitchell and Associates.